10 Greatest Lost Civilizations. Ancient Mesopotamia. Mesopotamia, located between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, is considered the birthplace of civilization. The Sumerians developed the earliest known writing system, cuneiform, which was used for record-keeping and literature. They built ziggurats, massive temple structures that served religious and political purposes. The Babylonians introduced the Code of Hammurabi, one of the first written legal codes. The Assyrians built a powerful military empire, using iron weapons and siege warfare techniques. Mesopotamians created the wheel, which revolutionized transportation and pottery making. They developed a base 60 mathematical system, which is still used in time measurement today. The civilization also pioneered large-scale irrigation, allowing them to cultivate crops in arid conditions. Their trade networks extended as far as the Indus Valley in Egypt. Mesopotamia's influence can be seen in later cultures, including the Greeks and Romans. Ancient Egypt flourished along the Nile River, relying on its predictable floods for agriculture. The civilization is famous for its pyramids, including the Great Pyramid of Giza, which remains one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Egyptian society was ruled by powerful pharaohs, who were considered divine rulers. They developed hieroglyphics, a complex writing system used for religious texts, administrative records, and monuments. Egyptians pioneered mummification, believing in an afterlife, where the soul needed a preserved body. They made advances in medicine, performing surgeries, and creating medical texts that influenced later civilizations. The civilization was also known for its monumental temples, such as Karnak and Abu Simbel. Egyptians developed papyrus, an early form of paper that spread knowledge across the Mediterranean. The civilization lasted for over 3,000 years before falling to the Romans in 30 BCE. Indus Valley Civilization. The Indus Valley Civilization, located in modern-day Pakistan and India, was one of the earliest urban societies. Cities like Mohenjo-Daro and Harappa featured advanced urban planning, with grid-patterned streets and drainage systems. They built multi-story houses with private wells and bathrooms, a rarity in ancient times. Indus Valley traders exchanged goods such as cotton textiles, beads, and pottery with Mesopotamia. Unlike other civilizations, there is little evidence of large-scale warfare or centralized monarchy. Their economy relied on agriculture, with advanced irrigation systems supporting crop production. The people of this civilization were skilled artisans, producing high-quality jewelry, ceramics, and metalwork. The decline of the Indus Valley civilization remains uncertain, possibly due to climate change or river shifts. Many aspects of their culture influenced later Indian societies, including religious symbols and city planning techniques. Ancient China, Shang and Zhou dynasties. Ancient Chinese civilization developed along the Yellow River, with the Shang dynasty being the first recorded ruling dynasty. The Shang were skilled bronze workers, crafting weapons, ritual vessels, and chariots. They created an early form of Chinese writing, found on oracle bones used for divination. The Zhou dynasty introduced the mandate of heaven, the idea that rulers were chosen by divine will but could be overthrown if they failed. Ancient Chinese engineers developed advanced irrigation and flood control systems to manage their rivers. Silk production, which later fueled the Silk Road trade, began during this period. Confucianism and Taoism, 2 major Chinese philosophies, emerged and shaped society for centuries. The civilization built walled cities and fortifications, including early forms of the Great Wall. Metallurgy advanced significantly, leading to iron tools and weapons by the later Zhou period. Chinese astronomers made precise observations, leading to the creation of early calendars. Ancient Greece. Ancient Greece was made up of city-states, with Athens pioneering the concept of democracy. Greek philosophers, including Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle, laid the foundations of Western philosophy. They made groundbreaking contributions to mathematics, with Pythagoras and Euclid shaping geometry. Greek physicians like Hippocrates established principles still used in modern medicine. The Greeks developed the Olympic Games in 776 BCE as a major sporting event. They built monumental architecture, including the Parthenon, dedicated to the goddess Athena. Greek literature, such as Homer's Iliad and Odyssey, remains influential today. They developed the phalanx military formation, which made their armies highly effective. Greek colonies spread their culture across the Mediterranean, influencing Rome and later civilizations. The conquests of Alexander the Great spread Greek knowledge, leading to the Hellenistic era. The Roman Empire. Rome transitioned from a republic to an empire under Augustus Caesar, expanding across Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East. The Romans built an extensive road network, connecting their vast territories. Their legal system, including the 12 Tables, influenced modern law. Roman engineers constructed aqueducts, which provided cities with fresh water. They perfected the use of concrete, allowing for durable structures like the Colosseum. Roman military tactics and discipline helped maintain control over their empire for centuries. Latin, the empire's language, became the foundation for Romance languages such as Spanish, French, and Italian. Roman religion and mythology were heavily influenced by Greek traditions. The empire eventually split into eastern and western halves, with the Western Roman Empire collapsing in 476 CE. The Eastern Roman Empire, known as Byzantium, continued for another 1,000 years. The Byzantine Empire. The Byzantine Empire was the continuation of the Eastern Roman Empire, with its capital in Constantinople. Emperor Justinian's Corpus Juris Civilis became a foundation for European legal systems. Byzantine architecture peaked with the Hagia Sophia, a masterpiece of domed construction. The empire developed Greek Orthodox Christianity, which spread to Russia and Eastern Europe. Byzantine artisans perfected mosaics, which decorated churches and palaces. Greek fire, a secret incendiary weapon, gave their navy a military advantage. The Byzantines preserved and copied Greek and Roman manuscripts, influencing the Renaissance. Their economy was fueled by trade, linking Europe and Asia through the Silk Road. The empire resisted invasions for centuries, surviving attacks from Persians, Arabs, and Crusaders. Constantinople fell to the Ottoman Turks in 1453, marking the end of the empire. The Islamic Golden Age. The Islamic Golden Age saw advancements in science, medicine, mathematics, and philosophy. Scholars in Baghdad's House of Wisdom translated and preserved ancient Greek, Roman, and Persian knowledge. Mathematicians developed algebra, with Al-Khwarizmi's works influencing modern equations. Islamic astronomers improved celestial maps and invented astrolabes for navigation. Medicine flourished with advancements in surgery, pharmacology, and hospitals. Arabic numerals replaced Roman numerals, simplifying calculations. Literature, including 1001 Nights, thrived during this period. Islamic architecture, such as the Alhambra and Dome of the Rock, became highly influential. The civilization's trade networks connected Europe, Africa, and Asia. The Mongol invasion of Baghdad in 1258 marked the decline of the Golden Age. The Maya civilization developed in Mesoamerica, covering present-day Mexico, Guatemala, Belize, Honduras, and El Salvador. They built advanced cities like Tikal, Chichen Itza, and Palenque, featuring massive pyramids and temples. The Maya developed one of the most accurate calendar systems, based on detailed astronomical observations. Their writing system, consisting of hieroglyphs, was one of the most sophisticated in the ancient world. The civilization made significant mathematical advancements, including the concept of zero, which was rare in ancient societies. The Maya engaged in extensive trade networks, exchanging goods like jade, cacao, textiles, and obsidian. They had a complex political system, with city-states ruled by kings and religious leaders. Maya religious beliefs revolved around gods, rituals, and human sacrifices to maintain cosmic balance. Agricultural innovations, such as raised fields and irrigation canals, supported large populations. The civilization began to decline around the 9th century, but some Maya communities still exist today. The Inca Empire. The Inca Empire, centered in the Andes Mountains, was the largest empire in pre-Columbian America. Its capital, Cusco, served as the political, religious, and economic center of the empire. The Incas built the famous site of Machu Picchu, an architectural wonder that remains well preserved. The Incas used a unique record-keeping system called quipu, which consisted of knotted strings. The empire had a centralized economy based on labor taxation, where citizens contributed through the mita system. They domesticated llamas and alpacas for transportation, wool, and food. Inca society was highly organized, with the Sapa Inca, emperor, considered a divine ruler. The Spanish conquest, led by Francisco Pizarro in 1533, resulted in the fall of the empire.